start. I just need to put in the last like little promo things, and we're good. There we go. I won't bother posting it in the team that I coach because they are in a scrim right now. And I'm not. I'll post it. Fuck it, I'll post it. Don't expect them to come, but oh well. There we go. So it's actually, this one is going to be upcoming very... I started it later than the one I did on Saturday, because I was waiting for a while on Saturday. We did the Wordle whilst we were waiting, which is very fun. But for those who are just getting here, there is a 2-minute delay, so I won't be able to interact with chat like in real time, unfortunately. But for those who are just coming in right at the start, this is another one of the FaceIt Advanced Division playoffs matches. This time between Planet Sainage and Sheffield TD. Now, I had the pleasure of casting one of Planet Sainage's scrims against Tennessee Mirage a couple weeks ago. So, I've seen some very, very nice things from these players, I can't lie. Junofish did some nasty stuff. Fly High as well, Gilicuerda. I mean, to be honest, I know Fly High. I've actually played on a team before with Fly High years and years ago. So these are seasoned players. These guys have been around for a while. I may or may not know the substitute freak show there as well. We'll have to see when he comes in. But of course now we've got the other side, Sheffield TD, which I'm not familiar with at all, to be honest. We've got some interesting, the only level 10 FaceIt player in the lobby, which I think is quite interesting. Morma, I'm definitely looking forward to see what he can do. Along with Fwast, G-Rank, Ben OW, and Hollow, also known as Steve Sniff. It's going to be quite an interesting match. I am kind of disappointed that I'm not disappointed. I chose this match to cast. I was seriously considering casting the follow-up match between EMPR Spartana and Banana Peel or whatever the teammate's name is. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I thought I want to widen my perspective. I want to see a large variety of teams instead of just the one. So as much as I would want to continue following the adventures of EMPR Spartana, I think I can make an exception for Planet Sainage and Sheffield. Because if it's anything like the Planet Sainage scrim that we played, it's going to be a good match. For those who weren't there, we had a little bit of an inside joke going about the Planet Sainage special. If I see the Planet Sainage special in this match, I will be so, so happy. The Planet Sainage special for the uninitiated is pushing all the way into the spawn doors just to assert dominance. So if we see that, then I'll be very excited. I'll be very happy about that. Got some love for Sheffield TD coming in the chat. Very, very nice. STD fighting. God, I've not heard people say fighting in years, bro. That's an Overwatch League thing. I'm an old head at this point. I'm barely an adult and I'm calling myself an old head. That shows how long I've been playing this game for. Unfortunately, still got a few minutes to wait before the match comes on. So we'll have to just wait a little bit for that. Because Flyer is very traditionally a hit-scan DPS player. So I think we're going to see a lot of cast off him. Maybe a little bit of Sojourn, depends on how he's feeling. Junofish did some insane stuff on the Zarya in the scrim that I casted. But I think, again, it's always really interesting for me to watch these matches because I don't know I don't know this team at all, to be honest. Wow, there is a lot of Sheffield support in the chat. Holy. There's a lot of there's a lot of Sheffield TD support in the chat, and there's some friendly banter against Planet Sainage. Love that. Oh, if this, it's gonna be a banger match, I can't even lie. I wonder if this is one of the Sheffield teams that I played against in NSE back in the day. That'd be a real crossover. Less than a minute on the timer, and then we get to see some bans, and we also get to see the map pick. Give us a little taste of what we're getting into. Dip our toes in the water a little bit. Very much want to see that. If it's following the standard format of starting with control and going towards hybrid, depending on what they're given, I think everybody picks King's Row for hybrid because it is just the best hybrid map. But control, there's actually a decent bit of diversity. Some people like Li Xiang, some people like Ilios, some weird people like Antarctic Peninsula, and some people like Nepal as well. I like all of them, to be honest. Gilicuerda, my gay king, says Grank Fangirl. If that's true, good on you, Gilicuerda. We support LGBTQ in this stream. Okay. Planet Sainage's map pick for map 1 between Ilios, Li Xiang, and Samoa. I don't think there's much danger of Samoa being picked, to be honest. I don't think many people like that map, so it's really between Ilios and Li Xiang. And it could go either way. I think Ilios lends itself a little bit better to really heavy dive comps, and Li Xiang Tower you can get away with playing a little bit more chaotic, you can get away with playing a little bit more rushy, you know, with a really fast-paced Lucio comp. Just depends on what kind of thing you want to look at. So 10 seconds remaining. Planet Sainage's got to make a choice soon. And we'll see what it goes to. And they choose Ilios. Pretty nice first map. It's got the makings of a very nice set that we've got here. Ilios to start's always nice. Part of me was dreading, thinking that they were going to pick Samoa, and that I'd have to deal with looking at Samoa for 10 minutes. But I've been spared on this day. God is good. Planet Sainage is merciful. I love how they still get you to choose attack and defense on control maps, by the way. Never change. Never change. First ban coming through from Planet Sainage's Freya. They do not want to deal with that. It's going to have to wait a little bit for the other bans to be shown to me. King's Row best hybrid is Unreal bait. It's not bait. The Winston ban. I was not expecting that. Winston ban coming out from Sheffield on Ilios. That's going to force some wild comps. Because I don't know these players. For all I know, they could be, we could be looking at a ball one trick, which should definitely be interesting in and of itself.
Initiating match.
Put ourselves over to the Overwatch lobby. We're starting on Ilios Ruins. It's interesting to see what kind of comps that we're going to see now that Winston's banned. I'm really not used to seeing anything but Winston on Ilios Ruins, to be honest. So we'll see. Of course, the hazard comes out for Junofish inside of Planet Sainage. Never mind, he's changed his mind. Going on to on the side of Planet Sainage, we're going into a Lucio Kitty Reaper Zarya comp. Quite standard. The Reaper Zarya also coming through for Sheffield. But instead of the Lucio, we've got a bit of a Wu Yang in the back line.
5, 4, 3,
We've got some...
1. Round 1.
Let's get some love for Sheffield. Let's see what Playmo can do.
Let's do this. No time to tango.
Trying to establish control of the point. Planet Sainage getting there a little bit faster because of the Lucio. The Wu Yang cannot match the movement speed. Already, though, Steve trying to find something on the Lucio. The Lucio goes down to half health. Fire gets out, though. Flamewar and Wolf just staying on this left side near the Mega. They want to establish that. But Fly takes out Wolf straight away. They've already been forced to back off. The Reaper Zarya duo is a lot weaker without the actual Reaper. Flamo's in a little bit of trouble. Junofish finds Grank as well. Fire cleans up Steve Sniff. And Playmo's forced to back off. It's not looking good. Are they going to get this kill on Playmo? No, Force comes in with the heals.
For the heal.
But already, Planet Sainage in a pretty dominant position. Fly high on that high ground. Just waiting to drop down. Wolf trying to get something out of it. Trying to CP's top right. Isn't going to find too much. Forces Kilikweda that off. Is forced to back off himself, though. And the point capture continues picking up, and they can't really find their way in. Kitsune has just come out from Fwost. Wolf's gonna find himself something maybe with the help of Steve. And if he does, he finds the Lucio and the Kitty. Kilikweda and Fire both falling. Fly high, soon to fall afterwards. And the clean up onto Junofish is clean. What a nice Kitsune rush to open up the point for Sheffield. Considering how much that they were being held in the same place, that Kitsune rush really helped them to just open up the point immediately. Planet Sainage do have their own Kitsune rush that they can respond with. They've got a lot of ults coming up, actually. Whether or not they'll get to use it is another issue entirely. Pulse Bomb gets the stick! Steve Sniff 11 onto Fire. All the speed, all the momentum is gone on the side of Planet Sainage. And Playmo can return to holding the line. Graviton Surge coming in, but Sneevestiff does get Wu Yang ulted to try and chase something. The beat gets forced out from Fire. The grab comes out from Playmo to deny it. That tries to get the cleanup with the Death Bottom from Wolf, but it gets booped away. No kills on that Death Bottom. And Playmo just gets cleaned up by Junofish. With the Kitsune coming through from Kilikweda onto the point to try and get some kills. Junofish goes insane, gets a triple kill with the Kilikweda to get the fourth. Unknown cleaning up Steam stuff, and again, it's the Kitsune rush that really opens up this point. Absolutely no chance. If you don't have one of your own to counteract it, just back it up. You're done. Now it's Playmo once again trying to find his footing. Trying to break through this. Although he gets grabbed by Junofish and immediately taken out. Junofish wants to push this advantage. Trying to look on a bit of a prediction right click on Steve Sniff. Doesn't need it, just beams him down anyway. Bit too aggressive here. Trying to push in the spawn. We're trying to do the Planet Sainage special. Grank is being a little bit aggressive himself. Gets taken out by Junofish just from disrespecting him too much. They push in the spawn to deny the touch. I mean, Planet Sainage didn't want them to even get the chance for the Tracer to come near the point to touch, so they just think, nah, you know what, the best way to do that is just immediately walk in the spawn. Don't let the Tracer leave spawn. I made a joke about it before the match started that we're going to see the Planet Sainage special. The Planet Sainage special being just walking into the enemy spawn to assert a dominance, and unironically, we have seen it in the first map. The first round of the first map. I could not be happier. Hazard coming out now, though.
1. Round 2. Capture
Maybe they don't want to play that Zarya on a map where high ground is so important like this one. Similarly, Playmo's switching over to the Diva, which I do prefer, but I think the Hazard is probably going to have a little bit of an easier time. Control over this left side being fought for. In the same vein, Junofish controlling main, and they have to give up this left side because Playmo came to support. High ground owned by Woof Woof. And now they're kind of being just looked at like fish in a barrel. Sheffield move into the kill. But nobody's actually finding any kills to speak of. A lot of positional trading, a lot of moving back and forth, but no one's actually finding anything definitive. Although Planet Sainage do manage to force Sheffield off the point for long enough to get the flip, although it looks like Sheffield's just going to flip it right back. They got it for a second, wasn't enough. Whooper finding a mean flank onto Gilicuerda. With the support of Playmo, finds Gilicuerda. With the lack of Kiriko heals, this spells disaster for Planet Sainage, with Fly High getting taken out himself. Hazard getting melted by Woof Woof. Fire thinking it wasn't worth it anymore. He had a call with the guidance counselor and it didn't do enough. That's really dark. Okay. Steve Sniff looking for a pulse bomb, maybe on the backline. Is he going to go for the ego pulse? It's very possible. Recall gets forced, no pulse as of yet. And he gets taken out by Fire, comes in and blindsides him. Playmo holding down the fort on point, but Fly High and Junofish coming to push him off. Living with 1 HP for just a second, the B gets forced out, the ult gets forced out from Playmo, remech incoming. The B honestly gets not that much, as Planet Sainage somehow still haven't captured point yet. Watts comes in with a Kitsune Rush to try and get something out of this. The beat gets responded to with a beat from Fire. Bit of a tracer diff onto Steve Sniff as Watts gets chased by Fire, doesn't manage to land the kill and escapes onto the rooftop. Sheffield still in control at this point. It's constantly ticking up. Despite how long this fight is going, despite how horrible it looks for them, they still manage to get 81% off that. And Planet Sainage are in the driver's seat again, but they bled so much point capture on that fight. The fight lasted about 3 minutes straight. There's one more fight win for Sheffield, and they take the point. Just because it was so drawn out. Hard entering onto this left side here. All members of Sheffield coming in. A pulse coming in from unknown. Not quite. Doesn't hit. Health back getting stolen by Steve Sniff. That was a nice diff from him. Now chasing Fire, doesn't quite find it. Gonna try and force point. It's like, that's the stick that we were looking for! Straight as soon as the Wraith form ends, the pulse connects. And with the support of Playmo, he's gonna look for Fire now. Can't quite match the movement. Giving up on Fire, going for killing Quetta instead was indeed the correct point. Indeed the correct play. And then Force finishes off Fire immediately afterwards. Are they going to get a chance to recontest? Where is unknown? Oh, he's got this touch. He's got the touch, but can his team follow up afterwards? He's going to have to get a retouch here. With the Kitsune Rush coming out from Boss, that is going to look even worse for him. Fly High coming in. He gets it. Gets his ult DM'd. Wolf also gets his DM'd. Everyone's on such low health, but Playmo comes in. It's only the Hazard left. Blocking in a corner, not quite enough. Bomb to secure point, doesn't need it. Everybody on Planet Sainage is well in the spawn room. There's 1-1 so far on Ilios. First point went to Planet Sainage, with the second one going to Sheffield to equalize. It all comes down to Ilios well. Which team is going to end up in the pit? That's the next question. Going back to some Zarya. Now, Junofish did have the better Zarya on Ruins. But is it going to carry across to well? Just need to see.
3, 2, 1. Round 3.
kind of a mirror comp for them for both teams right now. Zarya, Tracer, Reaper, Kitty, Lucio mirror. As Fire tries to get control of top right, he does get it, but they don't even want it. In reality, there's a fight going on bottom left. And they just rush immediately onto Giliguerda. No mercy for him. Flyhigh's kind of getting rings run around him. With the speed from Grank, they just run straight on top of the backline of Planet Sainage, give them no time to react. Kind of gross. Top right being controlled by Grank, not letting the Tracer get in. Now they have to entry onto this point with absolutely no ult to speak of, no recall on their Tracer either. I think Unknown needs a little bit of the support that Steve is getting, to be honest. No way he can entry onto this. He does get the support of Fly High. Worth mentioning. Forces the Wraith from Fly High. And gets the kill. Steals the Mega. Forces the recall out from Unknown. Although does get dinked in the head by Giliguerda. It wasn't enough. All cooldowns forced out from Giliguerda. Are they going to chase us into spawn? Not quite. Already 45% on the point for Sheffield. And this hold they have has been looking amazing so far. But it's important to remember that ults are coming up for both sides. This could go either way with the Kitsune Rush from Giliguerda coming up before Fwosts. Hard going to point with the Kitsune Rush from Giliguerda. Junofish trying to enter in the backline, but he's only got four energy. A return Kitsune Rush comes through from Fwost. Doesn't really find anything, just wants the momentum to keep going. Except they do actually manage to find Fly High and Fire. I stand corrected with a follow-up kill onto Junofish and Giliguerda. Steve Sniff trying to chase a kill, and he does get it onto Unknown. That's a massive stagger. There's no touch available for Planet Sainage if they don't have a Tracer. Maybe Junofish can get something. He's going to have to. He switched to the ball just to get the touch, but that's going to spell disaster for him in the coming fight. He's been on Zarya this whole time. He's on a ball. And the beat comes through from Grank. A little bit early, some may say. In reality, all part of the master plan as it allows Playmo and Steve Sniff to go onto the backline. Force out Junofish. And Woof Woof can keep moving with absolutely no threat whatsoever. Death Blossom doesn't even need it. Finishes out the map. First map going to Sheffield. It was a 2-1. It was not a stomp. But when Sheffield were in control and they had that hold on a point, it was extremely hard to dislodge them. You know, the first round, we'll call that a warm-up round for them. On Lighthouse and well, that's when they really started to show their true colors. A little bit of appreciation for Junofish going there as well, though. Can't forget that. On to the next map. We've got someone to start another map to pick. Planet Sainage to pick again. And they pick Suravasa. Not content, maybe, with how Ilios went. They want another chance to redeem themselves. It's because Suravasa is still a very fast map. You still want to play it kind of like an Ilios. You want to play the Lucio, you want to play these really in-your-face type comps. But honestly, the last two rounds of Ilios kind of looked like they were not in control too much. Wu Young ban comes in from Planet Sainage. So they still want to run the Lucio themselves, I imagine. Ban coming in from Sheffield in just a moment. Really thinking this ban over. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that. Some great appreciation for Sheffield in the chat. They've got a very dedicated fan base. Love that. And the Genji ban comes through for Sheffield. They do not want to deal with that fast and loose comp. They do not want to deal with the Genji. They're going to weaken it just a little bit.
Traveling to Sunavasa. Initiating match.
Hang on, I've got to approve an auto mod message. My bad. Yeah, so we are still seeing the same sort of Lucio Kitty, really fast comps, although we are seeing a Winston from Junofish.
Did you like it?
Now, this was
Face.
Sheffield's ban in the first map. Fear, maybe, of the Junofish Winston? Have to see. Winston is historically very good into Zarya, which is what Playmo is wanting to play here.
5, 4,
So it's definitely worth thinking about.
1.
Also worth noting that Fly High is on the Sojourn.
Hello.
They're moving away from the Reaper comp. It's already no longer on a mirror. And maybe the Reaper is being kept so they have something to deal with the Winston. Maybe they don't trust the rest of their team. Maybe they don't trust the Sojourn mirror. Bit of space being vied for. Reaper's just trying to get on top of this monkey, but Junofish is just too elusive. Junofish is trying to get in, but because he's spent so long just going around the point, he hasn't actually spent any time contesting the point itself. It's all very good, very well and good getting the high ground around point, unless you can make good use of it. Sheffield are just going to keep using this. Keep going to get the point capture. And they lost it anyway with Fire going down to Ben. Well, no, does equalize onto Steve Sniff, but I think I'd honestly rather have the Lucio. All of Planet Sainage are just incredibly low all the time. They're putting in overtime on the Kiriko. As they just keep getting poked out, there's nowhere for them to run. God knows Fly High's trying to get something done. But a Kitsune Rush comes through from Fwas straight away. Just to secure this point. Doesn't actually result in any kills. Because Planet Sainage just kite away. But to be honest, they've done nothing but kite away this entire point. A return Kitsune Rush does come through from Kiliquenda. Maybe this is going to find something since it's directly on point. It does force them away. Playmo does not respect it and gets cut up for it. Point flip does come through. After a 99% capture from Sheffield, the point flip comes through for Planet Sainage. And now they're going to have to keep an Ironclad. Oh! That's a mean stagger onto Fwas. Junofish trying his luck against Ben on the Reaper here. Just keeping him at bay. Just doing his thing.
Not so fast.
Already at 40% themselves. They have been doing a pretty good job denying them, although
Now.
with the overclock coming in from Fly High, he needs to find something. Maybe he can extend this lead even further. He finds Playmo. Can he find Ben as well? The Wraith comes through as well. Misses the shot on Steve Sniff, unfortunate, but he's got what he needed. And the stagger continues. They haven't even set foot in the room. Although Fly High plays point blank against the Reaper, gets punished for it. Steve Sniff finds Unknown as well. The Death Blossom comes in from Ben. All cooldowns forced out from Kiliquenda. That immediately gets cleaned up by Ben. And as soon as that kill comes through onto Fly High, they don't waste any time. It's a blink and you miss it aggression there from Sheffield. Masterfully executed. Ben doing his thing, dressed in the stars and stripes. representing the most American city of Sheffield. And now they can vie for space in the 20 seconds before the point unlocks. The Grav does come through early, and immediately Fire and Fly High are taken out by the Grav. They can no longer afford to be here. It's a little bit early. They're not going to get as much point contest as they would have done if they just waited a few more seconds, but they did not want to give Planet Sainage the opportunity to set up. They strike early, and they strike when the iron is hot. We are going to have some ults coming up online for Planet Sainage. Every single one except the Reaper ult. Whether they can make use of them is another thing entirely, with Steve Sniff trying to get a pulse bomb out. Goes for it, doesn't quite make it. Cliquenda comes out with a Kitsune Rush, but Grank answers with the beat, and Frost answers with his own Kitsune Rush. Support's getting used left and right, but no one's actually finding any kills. In fact, Junofish finds Frost, but does get traded for Cliquenda. There's no supports left on the side of Sheffield, with Unknown having a bit of a field day, cleaning up Grank, Playmo, and Steve Sniff. Such a messy fight with so many ults used. No support ults left in the game. They're gone in the bin. So with nothing left to bail them out, the next DPS ult that hits and finds a kill is going to be explosive. Unknown kind of getting a bit stuck there. It's okay. Fly High can be the anchor instead. Same with Junofish. Fly's given up on Sojourn after realizing the Reaper really is just that guy. Finds Frost on a flank. Cliquenda does get traded, but the fight is going to remain equal for now as he finds Grank as well, spraying on the floor to assert his dominance. Does have a Death Blossom. Don't know if he's going to use it or not. Death Blossom comes through from Ben and then actually finds two. It finds Unknown and Fire. Flyhang now feels compelled to use it, but he gets nothing because it gets booped away by Grank. Wow. The control point goes back over to Sheffield with that one play from Ben. Grank is no slouch either, being on the ball, ready to boop that Death Blossom away. Steve Sniff kind of being pressured out here by Unknown. Although the grab comes through from Playmo, finds Fly High and Fire. Finds Fire, but not quite Fly High. Although Cliquenda is taken out, so it's only a matter of time. Fly High is the last to live, and unfortunately gets taken out. That's 2 points for Sheffield. Looking like it's going to be a very convincing 3-0 for Sheffield if Planet Sainage don't turn on. Planet Sainage already on the point. So they already have the positional advantage. Sheffield need to push onto them, but they have a Kitsune Rush to do so. Kitsune rushing straight onto point, and they are not wasting any time. Ben finding Fire. Winston, just Junofish is completely separated from the rest of his team. Let's get a little bit of Grank action going. Unfortunately, he's getting doved by Junofish. Helps his kitty to get out, and is found on a crossfire. Gets taken out himself with the help of Cliquenda's Kitsune Rush. Playmo falls to the kunai. Ben wraithing through the point, just trying to get a little bit more stall. Does find his way out, though. Oh, I spoke too soon. Junofish was on that Reaper. Saying that, we are going to find something coming just a little bit of a mental reset on that call there. They do have Beat and Reaper ult to push in with. The early beat comes forward from Fire, a return beat from Grank, but Unknown takes out Playmo in the first, second of the beat. That's rough for them. Steve Sniff trying to find an angle. No pulse one to work with it, but he's going to force point. As Playmo finds Junofish in the back. Junofish, no jump available, is probably going to get melted here if he doesn't get support, but he does get the support. that he needs. Fly High finds Grank with the Death Blossom, finds Playmo as a follow-up. And that looked so ugly for Junofish, but they turned those. Planet Sainage coming alive to get 1 point off of Sheffield.
Flashpoint.
Now, is that a flash in the pan, or is this the start of a reverse sweep? Did Planet Sainage find something they were looking for, or did Sheffield just fail to punish the overextending Winston just a second?
Hi, sunshine.
Got some sticky keyboards in chat. Always a good sign. Kitsune Rush, both Kitsune Rushes come out from Liquid and Frost. Not finding anything of value just yet. Ben comes in with a Death Blossom, finds nothing, but Unknown finds Grank with the Pulse Bomb. Ben is on top of the Reaper, but the rest of his team is falling around him. Steve Sniff is the last to go down, and that's a team wipe for Planet Sainage. Maybe this is the start of the reverse sweep. They're not going to try the Planet Sainage special now, though.
The sunlight soothes.
They're not feeling themselves that much. Unknown trying to force out Steve Sniff, and he finds the recall. Gets his own recall force in the process. Both Lucios are supporting their tracers. Ben finds Liquid in the backline. Where was Ben? He just finds those, I guess. And Grank, Lucio diffing fire, Playmo finding Fly High, and Flost getting rid of Junofish.
Restoring balance.
Maybe it wasn't the start of a reverse sweep. The point goes back into the control of Sheffield. Although they do have a full 100% of capture that they need to get. Whereas if Planet Sainage cap one more time, they only need 38. Fly High's Wraith forced out. Maybe this could be starting something. The ult comes through from Steve Sniff. It doesn't quite get anything. But Playmo does find a grab. It doesn't find anything because of the beat from Fire. Fly High sees that grab. Thinks, nah, I'd win. Presses Q, and with the support of the beat, gets a little triple kill. And it looks like the second point in Surabasa is going to go towards Sheffield. They're trying it. They're trying the Planet Sainage special. They're even Kitsune rushing to get it. Are they going to get the point, the touch? No, they don't! Nobody from Sheffield can touch in time! Oh, that's so rough. Playmo forgot one of his antidepressants, went for a little swim. I need to stop doing that. And it's all the way down to the last point. Both teams quite desperate. No support ults for either team. Both not willing to give up that high ground. As Junofish finds it. A flank angle, goes in with the primal. It's forced out of him to live. Was it really the play? I don't think it was planned. Both Kitties get traded once again. Playmo gets demeched, and Fly High finds Grank with the help of Junofish. Junofish catching Steve off guard. That was a proper smack in the face. And with Planet Sainage in control of the very last point in Surabasa, this could be the reverse sweep that they were looking for.
A gift to you.
Fly High as an anchor on this point. Immovable, some say. Challenges the Lucio Tracer. Out of the fight for good. As Junofish is trying to catch them on the wraparound. Trying to stay on the way on the kitty. TP forced out from Floss, but it's not enough. Fly High comes in with a Death Blossom to finish her off. And the rest of Sheffield were just not in position to help. Floss be looking at Ben and Steve Sniff like no help. Where were you guys? Grang tries to touch, gets booped away. Absolutely not, says Fire. And that second map, Sunavasa going to Planet Sainage. That's 1-1. From a very dominant-looking Ilios from Sheffield, Planet Sainage turned this map around from the jaws of defeat, might I add. This was a reverse sweep. Beautifully done from Planet Sainage. The third map being revealed as Watchpoint Gibraltar. With Kitty getting insta-banned. I think both teams got tired of their Kitty getting first picked every fight. And now we're looking at something a little bit more stable. Second ban. Not quite privy to me just yet, but it will be soon. Diva coming in as the second ban. I don't really know about that, personally. But I'm interested to see it. Maybe we're going to see Winston. The ban for Winston has already been spent. Seeing some chat messages saying this commentator seems a bit biased. I root for whichever team is winning. Planet Sainage won that.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
So I root for Planet Sainage. And whoever wins this map of Gibraltar will also be the ones I'm rooting for. Also, someone else in chat asked, who do I main in Tekken? I play Lily.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing Winston, Anna. No Brig on either team. Which is very interesting. Instead of the Brig, we're seeing a Wu Yang. Am I old? Is that the play? Fly high on old reliable Cassidy. And Ben going on to the previously banned Freya. We want to see this. The Freya does have a much longer effective range than the cast. Maybe that's what they're going for. Ben just wants to sit on a sideline and spam damage down. And with the Wu Yang in tow as well, that's going to be a lot of spam coming into Planet Sainage from Sheffield. Playmo going in very quickly and immediately gets taken out. Went in a little bit too aggressive, I think. But it's okay, Steve is just getting as much point progress as possible. Gets denied. Ben just trying to play his game, trying to take out Fly High. Is this fighting on the point? Maybe the point control is enough for now. Ben does find Fire. Already a massive opening for Sheffield. Are they able to follow up on it? They're getting the point progress that they needed, and they're forcing the entirety of Planet Sainage off this high ground. Juno Fish is trying to recontest, but he does not have the health to do it. Ben can just sit up here. Oh, and Playmo finds a pick on a very greedy unknown, picking 1 times too many, and supporting Steve Sniff onto the dive for Fly High. Playmo's not giving up yet, though, forcing the supports all the way back. Ben is off the map? Oh no, he killed himself with the explosions. That's rough. Steve Sniff being a little bit of a payload princess. The touch is going to come in from unknown. Although recoil gets forced immediately. Playmo gets slept, although the nade does not come through with the nano support from Fwost. Gets a double kill onto Unknown and Gilicuerda. Finds Fly High once again. The rest of Planet Sainage not knowing what to do, just wandering onto point. Truly lambs to the slaughter. Lemmings, if you will. Sheffield already finding some pretty nice high ground control on top of a spaceship here. With Unknown taking out Fwost, they can't stay there for long. And Steve Sniff goes for the pulse on Junofish, does not quite get it. But he's fine, he's just in his lane. Ben gets a double kill on Gilicuerda and Unknown. Dare I say, running the lobby, although gets immediately taken out by the Deadeye from Fly High. Gotta flex that weapon inspect. Although Playmo finds Junofish in the backline. Finds Fly High once again. Playmo is a one-man army. Fwost is back on high ground. He can still go. He can still keep going. Playmo can stall for as long as possible. He has Primal. Just gets slept in the backline. And Unknown takes out Steve Sniff with the help of the Wu Yang ult. But is it worth the trade on Gilicuerda? It's not entirely certain. Playmo gets his own Wu Yang ult to play with. Doesn't get anything because of the Primal from Junofish. And at this point, it looks like both teams return to basically neutral. With kills still coming in left and right. Where are they finding these? That is going to force Sheffield to just chill a little bit. They can't keep going. Playmo wants to. He's been going non-stop this entire map. But for once, he's forced to put his foot on the brakes. And just chill for 1 second. Nano Junofish coming in hot onto Fwost. And it is not close. Too much for him to handle. Can he get the kill on Ben as well? He can, but it does get traded immediately by Playmo. Junofish did his job, though. I don't think Sheffield can actually push into this unless they have something insane set up. He is going straight onto Fire, though. Oh, not quite getting the kill. Fire living on literally 1 HP. But Playmo just living in their backline as Fly High cleans up Grang. Oh, sorry for showing that. Ben tries to get an ult off. Doesn't actually get anything, but does get stuck by Unknown, which catches Frost as well. Unknown is loving that. You love pulsing tight corridors like that. You get a bit of a 2-for-1 special. And now they've been fully stopped in their tracks. A minute bled off the clock straight away. Only 1 minute and 35 seconds left for Sheffield to make something happen. Playmo looking for a dive, immediately slept, but gets woke back up by Fire. Fly High not finding anything with his Deadeye, but it does stop Playmo from advancing any further. Although saying that, Playmo just immediately cleans him up. No room for Cassidy on top of my spaceship, lad. With Ben finding Fire and Playmo blocking off Gilicuerda, masterfully dodging the sleep. That's a nice cleanup. And I don't think there's going to be any more contests from Unknown. He's on 2 HP. Gets immediately taken out by Fwost.
I'll keep you on your feet. Got the payload rolling.
Sheffield is still in this. Third point being notoriously hard to cap. Not quite as hard as second point, though, so they have managed to get the hardest point on this map, at least in my opinion. Playmo sizing up Gilicuerda on top. Gilicuerda's not even there anymore. Dazed and confused, popping the Primal to try and make something happen. Gilicuerda does die eventually, but Junofish is getting the kills that Playmo wish he was getting. I stand corrected. The Primal was delayed, but my god, it paid off in spades. Now all they need to do is clean up Junofish, but Gilicuerda has his back. A very disconnected fight. Ben does have ult, looking for something that he can go with. Unknown immediately taking out Fwost. Although Ben's working a nasty angle. Flyhigh does get the nano. Ben taking his sweet time. Nice movement. He's escaped everything that they've thrown at him so far. Until he finally falls to Flyhigh, who also takes out Steve Sniff. That's one more attack stopped in its tracks. Flyhigh is immovable off this high ground. Only 45 seconds remaining for Sheffield. They do have Nano Boost to play with, as well as the Hunter's Mark, or whatever the Freya's ultimate's called. And they use it on Playmo. And Playmo gets slept! And immediately dead-eyed. 7 HP. This man lives with... No, he doesn't! Junofish finds him. What a savage. Forces Ben off high ground. Get off my high ground. You don't deserve that. And now it's only 15 seconds left to play with. 9 seconds left. Steve Stiff is not in the greatest position to touch. He is going to get it. Gets a Wu Yang ult. Dodges the sleep. Doesn't get the kill on the Ana. He does eventually. And the cleanup kills come through from Grank. Ben putting in the damage as well. Sheffield are going to cap in overtime. 3 checkpoints captured by the skin of their teeth. Planet Sainage have got a lot to keep up with.
Initiating match.
It looks pretty rough. Sorry, someone's just asked in chat, is that Ben Best? No, it's not Ben Best. New round, new me. Same comps coming out though. Drunken mistake looking at Ben Best. We love those. I appreciate that on a Monday night. So no real comp differences. It's interesting that they're still running this Cass, even on attack. Freya on attack has the mobility to get herself set up into better positions, but the Cass really doesn't. So I'm interested to see where he's going to put himself on this. They're really playing for the anti-dive. They're playing for Playmo to go first. But on attack, that's not really what you want to be doing. Just kind of chilling for now, playing slow, getting some free cart progress. Just staying under. They don't even want to try contesting high ground until they have to. Just let them have it. Oh, Junofish goes in. Forces the nade away from Fwost onto Grank. No kills, but decent amount of pressure put forward there. Flyhigh has made his way up to the high ground. He's got a very nice position here along with his Wu Yang and Ana. It's going to be hard to dislodge him from here now that he's here. Not even the Winston can get him back off. Unknown does get taken out, but Fwost falls. I don't think that's an even trade. Fly drops from his mega position, but does get Steve for it. I think that's worth. Playmo diving into server room, doesn't get anything for it except half of his health taken away from him. Gilicuerda trying to get a nade. No one there to dive, unfortunately. He's pretty safe sitting in server room. Nano coming up as well, straight onto Junofish. Gets slept by Fwost on the engage. Although Playmo gets taken down as well. And Grank gets Gilicuerda with these picks. He's free firing. There is zero threat on him and fire right now. If you let an Ana free fire like this, they will punish you for it. Although Fire could just get taken out by a Freya shot and Steve Sniff to finish it off. The flanks from Ben to win back the point. With 1.65 meters remaining. Sheffield are still in this. That's not a one fight first point. They're at least making it 2. They don't have complete control anymore over this high ground. But Ben still has some nice sightlines to play with. Nano onto Playmo. Going on to Fly High to find it. Although Fly High gets ulted himself. That does force out the Wu Yang ult. But I don't know if that's really worth. Primal Force from Playmo. As Fly High's getting beaten around like a stuffed animal. Doesn't get anything. Junofish gets taken out by Steven Sniff. Doesn't find anything with the... Oh, he does! He finds Grank, who peeks at the last second. Although with Junofish dead, there's not that much they can go unless they find Playmo. They do. No tanks available. Junofish will be coming back soon. And with Quilicuerda safe and sound, and Junofish back, it's only a matter of time before Sheffield concede first checkpoint. Oh, the Sniper Monkey coming in twice on Frost and Grank. You're not getting an easy setup on second point. Not when Junofish is about. Ben and Playmo looking for something that they can use to get their viewers, to get their positioning back. Although Ben gets taken from behind with a nano Junofish. Does get slept, but that won't stop him from going onto Playmo and taking him out just as easily. Unknown and Junofish finishing off Steve Sniff as they continue to push this payload. Two on cart. Is Steve Sniff going to get a chance to touch? He is. With the support from Playmo as well. Junofish 1 HP antied and it's secured from Playmo, but Playmo gets slipped himself. And Pulse still not dead. Playmo lives those. How is this man still alive? Gets another bubble off. Can he get any sort of support? Steve Sniff is his support, taking out Unknown, although Fly High does eventually take out Playmo. That is long overdue. Steve Sniff playing the anchor to the point, though, as Ben does the damage. Wu Yang ult coming in onto the Wu Yang himself. A bit of peel. Doesn't want to die. Playmo trying his best to force them out from the high ground, but his bubble is slightly misplaced. Fly High is can still sit up there as much as he wants. Firing at fish in a barrel. The High Noon comes through, finds Ben. The support lineup especially doing numbers on Playmo and Steve Sniff. Gotta show off that weapon inspect some more. As both Fly High and Junofish just trying to get this right side control. Quilicuerda does have a nano to give onto Junofish should he need it. For now, he's just playing point. Doesn't want to give anything. Immediately goes nano and immediately gets slept by Fwost. Every single time this Winston goes in nanoed, Fwost is there with the sleep. Kill is most likely going to come through anyway, though. As the rest of Planet Sainage just do not succumb to Sheffield's dive. The trade is not as even as they'd have you believe, with the Primal coming through from Junofish as well. Onto Wu Yang. The Wu Yang cannot get away. Unknown getting taken out by Steve Sniff, but that still leaves Fly High with enough time to get what he needs done. Forcing out Playmo's Primal. Trying to get a kill onto Quilicuerda. And he might just do it. He does do it and he gets out. Less than half HP remaining, but it doesn't matter. He got what he needed. He got his. He was about to find a second as well on Unknown, but Unknown blinks away at the last second. That's 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining only for Planet Sainage to push all the way to the end. If they do push, it's going to be a double OT. There is no way that they get this on the next fight. There's no way they can force this super quickly. Junofish comes in with a Wu Yang ult. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. Although Playmo gets a nano of his own. Immediately takes out Fly High. Deadeye's not going to save you this time, son. Excellently performed dive from Playmo with the support of Fwost. Unknown decides it's not worth it. Off the map he goes. Playmo playing disgustingly forwards. And Fwost playing low ground like a Chad. He is not afraid. He's doing aggressive nades on the backline. But that might have killed his monkey. It didn't connect. The monkey did get the kill onto Quilicuerda, but traded for himself and Fly High. Unknown kind of going insane. Although does get taken out by Steve Sniff. Only fire left on point. Has he got the 1v1 in him? He does, but it's no longer a 1v1. Junofish comes back in. Playmo fighting on point, but he does have the support of Fwost. As Fwost takes out Junofish with his last shot. Playmo looking a little bit worse for wear. Does get taken out by a nanoed Fly High. Although Fwost has those. And he has the Tracer! No one's diving this man! Beautiful from Sheffield. Looked a little bit scary towards the end, but Fwost had... I'm not gonna lie, Fwost had their entire team in shambles. He had the aura, he had the low ground aura, and he had the shots and the sleeps and the nades to back it up. A support powerhouse coming in from the back. Coming in, I want some big appreciation on Fwost's name. This is why you appreciate your supports, people. They could be doing insane stuff like that. FaceIt says map is being played. I can assure you it's not. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Give the page a little refresh. So, fourth map is going to be Esperanza. Interesting. I mean, I think push is forced at this point, right? Yeah. I'm more interested to see the bans because I feel like a lot of the really oppressive characters have already been taken care of. I think the only ones left are, you know, characters that you can ban, but the characters that you'd want to be banned, you know, the Zarya's... That Zarya's not been banned yet, actually. Winston has. Diva has. Excuse me. Kitty has. All these really, like, powerful... hero picks kind of gone. Say that though, Reaper, that denies the Reaper Zarya combo, so already, you know, we're looking at something good. Seeing a lot of appreciation in chat for Morma, and I do find it kind of strange if he's got that much support that Morma's not been played at all. If this goes to a map 5, I kind of hope that we're going to see some Morma. Because all I'm seeing is good things in chat. All I'm seeing is, like, positive praise for this guy. I'm going to get the second ban coming through when FaceIt decides to play nice. And then we'll be going straight into Esperanza. The second ban was Lucio? Oh, this is going to be interesting. No speed. Wild on push of all maps. They must be cooking something. They must be cooking something special. You don't ban Lucio on push unless you've got some special sauce cooking. Whilst having some technical issues getting into the lobby, unfortunately. As he goes, as we finally make it in. Can we go on map 4, Esperanza?
Initiating match.
I've just realized that the overlay has been displaced this whole time. Nobody told me in chat. Whilst gassing himself in chat just then. He deserves it after Gibraltar. He played some nasty Ana. So maybe predictably, in place of Lucio, we're just seeing a bit of Wu Yang. Everybody else in the lobby playing some... Well, I was going to say everyone else playing some sort of hypermobile thing. Fly High's on Genji, but Ben is on Cass. Weird. If anyone was going to stick to Cass, I would think it would be Fly High. But no. Never seen the Fly High Genji before. I'm expecting good things. Getting some nice poke on the Diva. Looking for a flank angle. As we see some water orb gameplay coming through from Fire. Trying to control this flank. Junofish is heavily on control of the bot. Going onto Grank straight away. That's what the Cass is for. As Steve Stiff takes out Fire in the backline. Unknown traits for Ben. I think I'd rather have my Cass killed than my Wu Yang, to be honest. Planet Sainage still in control of the bot. They are getting this point cap. Steve Stiff gets his recall force, but he can get back away to safety. Kind of a low kill game so far. I say, as Playmo takes out Unknown on the sidelines. Just fell over. Junofish looks for something of his own. He's forced to back off from the sheer pressure from Playmo Diva. This Fly High's kind of fighting his own battles there. All of a sudden, Sheffield are in the driver's seat again. In the lead with point progress and have full control over this area. Even have ults coming up. Quilicuerda does have a Kitsune Rush before Fwast, although it is close. And they're pushing so far into the Mega Health Pack room, even though Steve Sniff died to Junofish. They are that confident. The Kitsune Rush comes through from Fwast, gets mirrored by Quilicuerda, but it could be that Junofish just gets taken out immediately. They can't really go aggressive with this Kitsune Rush. Then comes through with the Deadeye, finds Junofish. They literally haven't been able to walk out this entire time. They're already at first checkpoint. I don't think Planet Sainage have actually, like, contested the card once since the start of the map. Kind of, and the Ana MVP from last map is just chilling. You can just sit on top of here. He's not under any threat. Playmo is just keeping this Winston on lockdown. No chance. can immediately go on top of him, start punching above his weight class. Although he is kind of faced with a bit of an unfortunate situation now. The rest of his team leaves him kind of in the middle of nowhere to deal with the cart. Primal gets forced by Junofish. Fly High does find Grank. Maybe it's Fly High season. Never mind. Steve Sniff, one of the last members of Sheffield to live, tries desperately to keep the cart push. It's not going to happen. The cart finally gets turned the other way round.
Let's get it back.
Off the back of a nice primal from Junofish. We do have a blade on the cards for Fly High, supported by a Wuyang ult. Not much chance to see. Not a chance much to see the Fly High Genji. But we're about to see it now. No Wuyang support. He looks towards his Wuyang. Oh no! Does manage to get the enemy Wuyang, but the support just wasn't there for him. Saying that, who needs support when you have Unknown and Junofish? Unknown unfortunately does get dinked by Fwost. But Playmo is going to give himself the biggest stagger of the map so far. My hit scan is on Genji, but it's not even his fault. A bit of a lapse in communication between Fly High and Fire there. As Steve Sniff gets forced out to deny the contest on the checkpoint. They are going to get something. Although Ben gets stuck and the Suzu does come through from Fwost. No pulse bomb kills on the cards this time. Fwost is being pressured pretty hard by Fire. He does have a Kitsune Rush to play with if he wants to. As Ben gets taken out, he does mirror it. He's going to need to take out Junofish. He does manage to do so. But Unknown is kind of going insane at the minute, with Grank using the Wuyang ult, not really finding anything for it. There's a couple wasted ults. I don't want to say wasted. Okay, I can say wasted to that one, Playmo. Unless he was just thinking, I need to stall out the fight until the rest of my team gets back. I don't want to give him full control. Maybe not as wasted as I initially thought. My bad. Whilst finding a dink onto Unknown. That's twice in like a couple of minutes. The Fly High Blade, attempt 2, does find Grank already. Goes onto Fwost, no TP to save Fwost. Finds both supports. That's my Fly High Blade. Although he gets chased immediately by Playmo. And the rest of Sheffield just steal the cart away. That's so devastating for Planet Sainage. They get all of what they've got again for free. Unknown stops them a little bit. So does Junofish. Recall gets forced from Steve Sniff to back him off of the cart. But overall, they're still in a much better position than they were before. They have control of the high ground. Junofish may have stopped the cart, but they've not stopped Ben on this high ground. He has the space to do whatever he wants. Junofish does come in with the primal. Ben immediately answers with the Deadeye. Forces Junofish to run away. Junofish is on 1 HP. Junofish gets caught out by Ben. Immediately just tries to get something of it after being poked out so much by Grank, and he immediately finds his follow-up pick onto Fly High to regain the team's momentum. Ben is putting up numbers this map. Finding some incredibly high impact kills. Playmo on the front lines, pushing the bot ever further. 95 meters and counting. And Junofish is going to have to do something. He can't just stand there taking all this primary fire from the D.Va. Kitsune Rush comes in from Frost, immediately mirrored by Gilicuerda. Although Junofish takes out Ben straight away. Ult does come through from Grank onto himself to live. And it might have paid off for him. Fwost does get taken out. Grank is the only support left. Being dived by Junofish. There's not really any more options for him. Playmo goes for a bit of a Hail Mary bomb. Doesn't really find anything, but it does keep him in the fight. They're just keeping as much progress as they can. Gave Sheffield the time that they needed to get back. And Ben is still on this high ground. Planet Sainage are still the ones that need to expend cooldowns to force them off of this. Although, I say that, Playmo just gets taken down. Too fast for me to even see. Tries to get bailed out by Floss, and Ben also supports him with the Deadeye. Tries to go on a little bit of a flank spine. Junofish puts him down to 1 HP. Is he going to find the pick? He misses a couple shots, but finds it eventually. What a nice pick from Ben. Playmo's not even dead. He's going to get his mech back. Finds the Baby Diva kill onto Unknown. Through some incredible support from Fwost and Ben. There's a 48-meter difference in the scores right now. And Sheffield are looking pretty bloody dominant. Steve Stiff not letting Junofish get away with this, chasing him on less than half HP. Can you feel my heart by Can you feel my heart by Bring the Horizon starts playing as Playmo and Ben are establishing their dominance on top left. Unknown missing the pulse onto Ben as Ben finds his shots, forces recall out. Oh, eventually loses the 1v1. Maybe this is the opportunity. Junofish does get out there for a second before he gets finished off by Grank. The spam damage from this Wu Yang is ridiculous as Fly High finds the kill. No more spam for you, sir. Enemy Wu Yang Fire finds the Tracer as well. Just would like to see him. Fly High manning the line. Not letting anything get between the rest of his team and the bot. He does have one more blade to play with. Can he come up big with this blade? No Wu Yang ult to support it though. He's gonna go for it anyway. Both abilities forced out by Kitty. Does find it onto Kitty. That could be enough. The Kitty cast being killed off the back of the blade could be enough to win this fight. Although, unfortunately, just this fight is not enough for Planet Sainage. They need to win this one, they need to win another one, and they may even need to win another one after that, even after this team wipe. That's the consequences of letting Sheffield get such a massive lead. They do have both supports to play with, though, whereas Sheffield only have one. Coming upon a pulse as well. This could be match point if Planet Sainage don't pull out some serious miracles here. Unknown gets his recall force super early. Kiste comes out from Cliquera, but the High Noon comes out from Ben to force them off the point. They can't go in the middle of this. And Ben finds Fly High. Unknown does find Grank with a pulse though. With this 1v1 coming through, Steve Sniff finds fire. This is no longer an even fight. Sheffield do have the advantage once again. Unknown's recall gets forced. But Steve Stiff in the backline is just putting up numbers. He's living on point. No mercy for anyone. Followed up by Ben. That is a 3-1 victory for Sheffield against Planet Sainage. Such a dominant display for most of that map. There were signs of life from Planet Sainage just a little bit. Especially towards the end. But it was no match for Sheffield. Ben's hit scan was fantastic. We had some good showings from Fly High as well. Ben's hit scan was just him. Some incredibly nice mentions as well towards Steve Sniff and towards Fwost. Fwost was the flex support GOAT that map. Honest to God. I think we all could do a little bit better if we played a little bit more like Fwost, a little bit more like Ben, a little bit more like Steve Sniff. Such an insane way to finish off that match. I'm so happy that I got to see this. And the support in chat for Sheffield has been immaculate. Thank you guys for being here. So nice to have such a lively audience. Really brought the hype to this match. So with Planet Sainage now being eliminated and Sheffield TD moving forward, I think Planet Sainage getting eliminated anyway. Sheffield TD moving even further beyond in the tournament. Time will only tell what will happen next. I love all the GGs in the chat. Very, very nice to see. Some good sportsmanship. I don't know if I'm allowed to show replay codes. I think it's worth doing it. If anyone wants to make some like cinematic supercuts of this, go for it. I'm also kind of surprised considering how much I heard about Mornmore. I know Mornmore came in the chat a little bit before saying he was playing in spirit. I think Mornmore's spirit is what drove Sheffield to the win this time around. That's the headcanon I'm going for. Even though he couldn't play on the field, he was there in spirit and he drove them to victory. I want to point out a very special shout out to Stella, saying that they will sacrifice their newborn for Sheffield TD. Good on you, Stella. You do that. I'll support you. If I had to sacrifice my firstborn for an Overwatch team, I can think of a lot worse teams to do so than for Sheffield. Put some respect on Grank and Playmo. You're absolutely right. Grank was incredible on the main support, constantly denying the engages from Junofish, constantly keeping his flex support safe, constantly looking out for his Tracer and his Genji. And Playmo as well. Finding some honestly insane kills off the back of his engages. The timing and coordination between Playmo and the DPS line was immaculate. And in general, the communication on display, obviously I couldn't hear it, was fantastic. I'm going to go in the Discord and see if any of these lively bunch want to say a few words. Hold on a sec. I want to see that. I want Fwost. Let's get a few of them in.
Hello?
Nice. Okay.
Hello.
So, Fwost and Ben,
Yo.
you've just played an incredible 3-1 victory against Planet Sainage. And I've got to say, specifically, you two were the players that I called out and highlighted the most because I was watching a lot of Ben. And then ever since Gibraltar, I started looking at Fwost a lot more as well, because the clutches that he was getting on the Ana on Fwost, phenomenal. So I guess first thing I wanted to ask, how did you feel going into this match? Because you had a lot of support coming in from the Twitch chat.
Do we?
You want this?
You had a massive amount of support coming through in the Twitch chat. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're just the vibes team in advance at the moment. I think we got a lot of friends around these parts. I don't know. I've been at work all day, and the whole time, our Discord has just been popping off all day with loads of people just coming in and just cheering us on. I think we just had a had the will of the people on our side.
I really think
know?
you did. Yeah, I think that like from what I was seeing in Twitch chat, you had a very lively following, and I think that spirit sort of followed you into the match. It's like, and I can't overstate just how funny it is to me that you were saying, "Oh yeah, with the Vibes team, I kind of just came back from work, you know." Just casually 3-1 Planet Sainage, and then you were genuinely showing some of the cleanest like engages, some of the cleanest like shots that I've seen in the matches that I've casted so far. So I want to ask specifically about I want to ask first about Gibraltar,
Yeah.
especially because like normally on third point, right? You want to put your Ana in a little bit of like, you know, a safe space. You know, you want to make sure that, you know, you're not being dived. Walk me through your thought process when you just like Giga Chad walked on low ground next to Cart for the final defense.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I do not remember that at all.
No?
No, I do not remember
remember
that
that.
at all. But that sounds like something I'll do. I don't know. I don't really got a brain like that. I just feel like if the Winston's in front of me, I'm just gonna shoot him. But no, I'll have to rewatch that back. I should have been playing far back, but I guess I was on some crazy stuff then.
Nah, you were on
You know,
some
the
insane
passion
stuff.
takes over, you know.
Yeah, I think you were feeling yourself. You like your monkey called for an engage on their backline, and you were like, "Say no more, King. I've got that nade."
Oh no, I remember that. No, I called for that. I called the we. All
You
play
called for
forward.
that. Oh yeah, yeah,
We play
yeah.
forward. I was like, I'm gonna try hit a nade. We all just get deadly. We all get in there.
Bro, you've
I
got
think we
balls
had
of
the Wu
steel.
Yang ult we had like the Wu Yang ult for last fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because actually, they did that to us, like on their defense, and I was like, why do we? It's like last fight. Let's just do the same thing back to them, and then
Yeah,
it
I think the
worked, so-
words
Yeah.
were look what they did, and then you just like
No, that's exactly what was said. Yeah.
So you were just like monkey see, monkey do. If they can do it, we can do that.
Yeah, 100%. It's last fight anyway, so like any trades
Yeah,
for
the
us are
clapback.
good. So
Yeah. Cheetos as well. Just put in chat, tell Forster I love him. So you've got that going for you as well.
appreciate that, Cheetos.
Yeah. And I want to say like to Ben as well on like Gibraltar, you know, you had a nice Freya, and that was like one of the times that you weren't mirrored with Fly High, because you like on excuse me, get the frog out of my throat, for a lot of the control maps and sort of us, you were mirrored on Reaper.
yeah.
And the only time that the mirror really got broke is when Fly High went onto Cass. So is there a little bit of like, you know, something going on between you and Fly High, a little bit of a friendly rivalry that you want to establish? Because I think he arguably put up the best fight out of anyone on Planet Sainage, even if you did come out on top.
I agree.
So what
reach
was your
on Sora-
thoughts?
Once he swapped off of Soj on Sora, the game just got 10 times harder. But I think them sticking Cass on Gib was an interesting one. It just allowed me to have so much like room to play with.
I mentioned that at the time. I was thinking, you know, I didn't mind it on the defense, but they stuck it on the attack as well, and they kind of just after the first like point, they really struggled to get the cast into any meaningful position. Whereas on Freya, you kind of had free reign over a lot of the over a lot of the space that your team was commanding. But
Yeah, with the carry ban as well, it just made it a whole lot easier to hit bowlers and things, even though I missed about 90% of them.
yeah, I'm
Did
not.
you catch him walking into me with the pulse one, by the way?
Oh yeah, I did.
I aimed him so hard, bro.
I did. That's been recorded with like for posterity. Like anybody can go back and see that happen.
No,
No, you're good.
we'll do it.
Yeah, it happens. Like this is not Overwatch Championship Series, but
No, not yet.
not yet. But I think if you keep going and performing like you did today, then you know it's not an impossibility. That's all I'm saying.
We're too old for that, bro.
Don't say that. How old?
Mate.
Don't say that. How old are you?
22.
Okay.
20, relax.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This guy didn't say no.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying no. I'm only 21. I'm technically retired, but that doesn't mean you have to be.
I'm retiring.
Nah, don't retire after a performance like that. You got so much to play for. I want to see you specifically. I want to see you specifically in more matches. I would love the opportunity to cast more matches that you were in because I want to see just how far you can get yourselves. If you've beat because Planet Sainage, I know you like shit talked them a lot, and your Twitch chat did as well.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
it's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah, it's a friendly rivalry. Yeah, I know.
Sausage name had to.
I know.
These guys last season, and we could just like never beat them. Even like scrims,
Yeah.
games, we just could never beat them. And
Well,
then-
That's why today was so
happened.
important because they 3-0'd us a couple weeks back, and it just crushed everyone. I think we were all just a bit
Wow.
boomed. So today meant a lot.
I was gonna say that's gonna be a very meaningful win for you then.
yeah, I
'cause,
think
like-
confidence is pretty high now. Like, yeah.
Because I have seen Planet Sainage scrim before. They are no slouches. So to come out on top of that, you know, you've all done an incredible job playing this map. It's this match. Sorry, it's really worked. It's really worked out for you. But it's that I think I'm done yapping for now. Is there anything that you want to say to the viewership's fucking halved since the map's finished? But is there anything that you want to say to all the people that might be still here?
Uh,
This is your chance.
I mean,
Yeah,
I just want to say, yeah, thanks for cheering us on, guys. Keep doing your thing. I don't know.
Thank you, Jay Joby, for the warm up. Thank you, Jay
Oh,
Joby.
yes,
Thank
shout out
you
to
to Jay Joby.
actually.
Yeah. Anyone you want to thank? Anyone you want to say?
Thank Morma. I want to dedicate that win to Morma.
Who is Mom? Every single person.
He's our tank player.
Okay, every single person in chat was saying like, "Where's Morma?"
Well, Morma's our tank player, but he went to.
He's on holiday.
Cyprus. Yeah,
He's
he-
chilling.
Oh, okay. He was there. I kept saying he was there in spirit. That's what he said
Yeah,
in chat.
So we win with our tank player who can only play like 2 heroes, and
Wait, real?
no, I'm doing him a disservice actually. I'm sorry.
Playmo's
Yeah.
I was gonna say Playmo had a bit of a field day on the Zarya. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but we identified that early on that like Fish hasn't got a Zarya like Playmo does, so we
Yeah.
need to exploit that. I think Planet Sainage are so good at what they play, but they are like quite bannable. Like they're
You kind of play around them a little bit.
You can play around them quite good, yeah.
Yeah.
And we sort of sent our coach in to do some analysis this morning, and he sent us a little essay that we all had to read.
Oh wow, okay. You did recon.
Yeah. Well, I think we probably do the least recon out of everyone, but we got that.
Is that shout out your coach, Humble Tort, Crump King, who I'm saying on here?
Yeah, we can shout him out. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
all right.
The Cramp King.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's all right. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you so much for playing that match for me to cast over, and thank you so much for coming on to speak with me in these last couple moments. It was a pleasure speaking to you. I've loved watching you play. I hope to see you do like amazing things in the future, and especially with a match that's as meaningful to you as today, beating Planet Sainage, a team that's beat you 3-0 a couple weeks ago. It shows that you've all, as a team, you've obviously improved a hell of a lot very quickly. And if you continue to keep going at that pace, then I think you'll place very highly. I think. Are you okay? Last question, I promise. Are you worried about Dream Eaters?
Nah.
No?
We scrim Dream Eaters a lot.
I'm not
We
gonna lie.
scrim Dream Eaters a few times.
There's like a triangle that goes around. We always beat Dream Eaters. Dream Eaters always beat Planet Sainage, and Planet Sainage always beat us.
Oh.
It's like the circle.
I think
So
we've
like,
broken it
so
now,
now I am a bit worried because like the triangle's broken now. So
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
The balance of the universe has been upset.
And
Because
them
Dream
guys are
Eaters.
scrimming like 4 hours a day, by the way, and we maybe get an hour scrim a week. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're locking in.
employment
Them
debuff.
guys are grinding, and I respect that.
Yeah, because Dream Eaters so far have had a like flawless record in this tournament. But just
I think
think
they're the team to beat. I'd love to play them.
they are the team to beat. And honestly, if you keep playing like you did today, I think you'll get the chance. And I think just think how funny it would be if you beat Dream Eaters if they scrim 4 hours a day and you only scrim like once a week.
It's okay, we'll take every day. We'll take every game as it comes.
Yeah.
That's the best attitude that I can possibly ask for.
Thank you for streaming. That was.
Yeah, thanks for streaming.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying like it was a really good stream. So
Yeah.
I wish I could have watched, but.
I mean, you can watch the VOD, guys. Like,
I'm gonna watch the.
I'm gonna watch the VOD, bro. I'm gonna get in
That's my
bed.
bedtime. Yeah.
yeah.
My chocolate, and I'm gonna watch the VOD.
Just watch
Cup of tea.
yeah, just like or go back through your gameplay and be like, oh, that's me.
Yeah, the quality of the stream is really good as well. I was watching one the other day, so yeah, keep it up. I think it's really good.
No,
It's really
thank
good for
that.
the small scene. It's nice to, try and grow it a bit.
I was speaking to Aiden, and he had me do like a lot of trial stuff. Like he set up the scrim between Planet Sainage and Talos Mirage for me to like practice casting, and he also gave me a lot
Nice.
of like help with the like technical side of it, and he also gave me some advice on like how I should be casting in general. So shout out Aiden, he's good.
Yeah,
But-
shout out Aiden.
Let's go.
And also for just like organizing the majority of the
The entire
like,
season.
yeah, the
really,
entire
that's
season.
everything, yeah.
But I think that's me done. I need to go and eat some din-dins. So
I'm gonna go
Thank
get
you,
some
I think
toast.
me.
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you both. Thank you both very much. I'll
Thanks for having us.
no, of
Thank
course.
you very much.
I'll
Alright.
give the stream a quick end, and I'll send these poor sods to some other channel.
Lovely.
Thank you guys.
Alright, see you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Right. You that are left. Also, thank you to everyone in chat who said all these lovely things about my cast. It really means a lot. Thank you very much. Stella, Moma, thank you all so much. But for now, I think I will try and put you guys somewhere else. I pressed the clip button again. I just want to raid someone. Is Swiffle online? He's not. Okay. Now, it didn't let me raid someone before, so let's find out if I can raid someone else now. Try and make someone's day. 6 viewers? Backline Brig? That sounds like my kind of thing. And try to go. Let me see if it will let me do it. We are unable to raid it this time. Yeah, that happens. That happened last time as well. Oh well. I'll have to just end stream. Go send some love if you are so inclined. Go send some love to Backline Brig with his 6 viewers. I know you've got quite a few people in here. Dami came from my channel and preach the amazing community that we've got in FaceIt Advanced Division. That's the most I could ask for. But apart from that, just have a good night, and I will see you in the next game that I cast. See you later.